Well, when you've stepped outside the past few weeks, you've probably felt the chill in the air, and that is a sign that winter is on its way.
That is right. Whether you like it or not, you might be putting off thinking about the cold and the snow for right now, but the folks at MnDOT have been hard at work preparing for the winter for months. ABC6 News reporter Hannah Holland spoke with the folks behind the scenes at MnDOT. She joins us here in studio with more. Hannah, good morning. Tell us more about all this preparation that goes into winter.
Yeah, Carly and Axel, good morning. So much work goes into the preparation for winter, and it starts long before the plows hit the road.
No, love it or hate it, it's one of the certainties of life in Minnesota. But with the changing of the seasons comes uncertainty.
We live in Minnesota. We know it's going to snow. It's just a question of when and how much.
Each year, MnDOT is closely watching, making sure they can be ready for winter before Jack Frost is at our door.
We like talking about it in the crew room. You know, everybody gets a little excited and everybody's looking forward to coming in and doing their job, because that's one reason why we got hired here, is to plow snow.
And the countdown to winter starts long before the first flake falls.
It's not a real fast ticking clock, but you know it's each day it's getting closer to winter, and that's when it can get really crazy.
Between May and June, when we all have summer on our minds, MnDOT is thinking about the winter, looking at past measurements and seeing the parts they'll need to be ready for the snow.
Our inventory folks, you know, you don't see them up in the cabs, but they're a key to really making sure that those trucks are always running.
But parts for the plows aren't the only thing being ordered. It's also salt, and a lot of it.
Now, this mountain behind me may look like it's made up of sand, but it's actually made up of 100% salt that MnDOT uses to keep our roads safe each winter.
MnDOT uses tons of salt.
We average somewhere in that like 29,000 to 34,000 tons of salt annually.
In our district, MnDOT spends around $2 million on salt alone each year, and that salt goes directly on the roads or into the brine solution used to treat the streets. But it's not quite as simple as buying the salt and laying it down, because when it arrives, MnDOT scientists put the salt to the test.
If it's over 2% of moisture, that means we're paying for water. We don't want to pay for that.
The salt is weighed, then baked in the oven at 230 degrees until it reaches a constant weight. Once it's out of the oven, it's weighed again, and scientists use those measurements to calculate just how much water is in the salt. All in an effort to make sure Minnesota taxpayers get the most bang for their buck.
We're paying for something that's going to take this ice and snow off the roads, and we want to make sure we have that and make the roads as safe for everybody that's driving.
All that salt is kept in bunkers like this one. So when the snow starts piling up,
they'll come in with a front end loader, they load up the trucks head out and get on the road.
The drivers are right there to clear it off the roads. And for the people behind the wheel of those plows, safety is always top of mind.
We're just doing our best to keep you safe, making sure you're getting to work or back home to your families.
Before even getting into their plows on a snowy day, drivers are making sure everything is safe.
Check the oil, pull the dipstick out, check the oil, put it back in, check it again.
Checking dozens of things in and around their plows.
Checking, tire pressure, so we give them a kick.
To make sure their trucks are ready.
Just making sure all of our lights, the strobe lights, making sure that those are working.
For whatever Mother Nature may throw at them.
They recognize they don't control the snow, so they've got to take whatever comes flying at them.
Through snow, ice, fog, and rain, they're out on the roads. And it's a job they're proud to do.
There's a satisfaction when you get done with the end of your shift and the roads are cleared and you get to head home and the next shift is coming in and everybody gets to go to and from work.
But it's far from easy.
It gets pretty hectic because you're trying to watch what you're doing, and we got a lot of stuff going on in the cab. Strobes, head plow lights, PTO. Here, these here controllers, they run the sander, turn it off and on. This screen here will tell us how to control the sander and what we're mixing for brine and salt and our slurry and all that. We're trying to watch what the traffic is doing too, so that we don't hit them or they don't hit us.
Even for experienced drivers like Tony Wolf, who has been plowing with MnDOT for a decade, there are moments that get scary on the road, especially when other drivers lose control.
We don't know where they're going once they start fishtail. If they're going to stay on the road or they're going to go in the ditch or what they're going to do. So it gets a little nerve-wracking when that happens.
Because the plows are carrying tons of salt and brine, they can only go about 25 miles an hour. And even though that may feel slow while you're driving behind them,
I always figure the road's better behind me than it is in front of me.
which is why they want you to be patient on the road so you can get where you need to be safely.
Give us time to get the roads done. You might be late by 5 or 10 minutes, but then just plan ahead.
And in addition to getting ready for winter, MnDOT is also gearing up for the return of a favorite tradition, the Name a Snowplow contest. The agency tells me it should be coming back sometime in December. Reporting live in the studio, Hannah Holland, ABC 6 News.